Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Rahim Mehta bringing you another video today on portrait editing in Lightroom. Now, the reason I wanted to do this video is that a lot of you guys don't use Photoshop. And so I thought what would be a cool thing to do is to get that same professional technical look you get in Photoshop to get it in Lightroom. And one of the other reasons I really wanted to do this is that I think a lot of people don't realize how capable Lightroom really is. And I say this because I see photos on the internet all the time on Facebook and Instagram, and they all kind of look similar, like their editing styles are similar. So I thought, let me just dive into that. Now, I would request you guys to watch it till the end. I'm going to show you my process and how do I go about it. I'm going to be using adjustment brushes and doing different things, which I will tell you why is it that I'm doing certain things. I'm just not going to be moving sliders left and right, which is basically what everyone does. So without wasting any more of your time, let's just jump right into it. So one of the key things that you always want to do in portrait photography is you need to create some background separation. As you can see, the image looks fairly cooler. Her skin tones are kind of blending in, and what we want to do is add warmth to her face and a bit cooler tones to the rest of the image. So I'm going to fix the white balance a bit. I'm going to make it a bit warmer. And I'm just going to flatten the image out. So I'm going to raise some shadows and reduce some highlights and brighten the image. I'm not giving you exact values because obviously it'll differ picture to picture, but all you want to do is create a flat image. The next thing what I want to do is I want to add depth to the background. So I want to make it a bit darker so I can focus mostly on her skin tones. I'm going to take my adjustment brush, make sure auto mask is selected. That way it'll try its best to not leak into her hair or any part of the image. And basically what you want to do is, because you want the skin tones to pop, I'm going to make this a bit cooler. And then I'm basically just going to darken it by adding more shadows, reducing the exposure, and just reducing highlights. And as you can see, Sarah's face has started popping a bit more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another adjustment brush and I'm going to paint around her shirt. Again, I'm going to make it cooler and give it a bit more contrasty look. The reason I had it dehaze over here just because there's these foreground elements that are creating a haze, and it'll just like saturate the image more so it'll look nicer. I'm going to go back to my HSL tab and I'm going to just bump up some colors. I'm going to add a bit of warmth in her redness in the skin. And I'm just going to make all of these colors pop. There's no right or wrong way. You can just play around and see what you like. I obviously want to turn this more into a teal look, so I'm going to bring it here. Before, after. I just added some sceince just to make it pop a bit more. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to work on her face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another adjustment brush and I'm going to paint her hair, add some contrast or color to it. Since she had colored hair, I decided to just turn them a bit pink. Now one of the cool things that we can do is I'm going to add lipstick. Again, make sure your auto mask is on. And I'm just going to start. As you can see, the adjustment brush has done a fairly good job to mask her lips. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to pick a particular color. Now there's no right or wrong, whatever lipstick color you like. If I go and pick green, and if that is what I like, I can do that, whatever works for you. Now the image has started to look pretty decent on its own. Now I'm going to give it some pop. I think it still looks a bit dull, so I'm going to increase the whites. I think whites are always a nice way to increase the exposure of your image without blowing out. Highlights, I am also going to add some vibrance just to give it a pop of color. And as you can see, it has already started to look good. This is before, this is after. Now I just want to do a quick more adjustments. Please stick around, I think it really help. What I want to do is I'm going to go to split toning, and I want to add some yellow to highlights just so that it gets on her skin tones. So I'm going to pick a yellow color. And as you can see, this is before and this is after. You get like a nice warm tinge that looks pretty beautiful. I'm going to add a tone curve. And lastly, what I want to do is I want to add a light burst over here, which I usually do in Photoshop using screen mode. Obviously you don't have that, so I'm going to make do. I'm going to come and I'm going to increase the exposure for this. Oops, you might want to invert this so it does it for the inside. And I like that, and I just want to add some warmth to it, so I'm going to do that thing again. I'm going to open this, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to add some warmth. Before, after, before, after. And that's about it. That was a quick and short tutorial on how you can get a nice dynamic look in Lightroom. At the end of the day, just remember, don't use those sliders globally. Take micro adjustments, use the adjustment brush, and do different settings on different areas of your picture. And if you like this video, please let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you guys next time. Take care.